Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello, my beautiful wife. Thank you for being there, sweetheart. How's everyone doing this morning? Welcome in to the walk and talk. We are live this morning. We are going to get up as always with drive, determination, and focus. This morning on this walk, today is Thursday. It is now October let's make sure I got the right date, October the 9th. It is 5:34 in the morning, and we are going to walk and talk. Thank you everyone for being a part of this morning. As always, as you drop in, let me know where you're checking in from. Let me know what time of day it is where you are. I want to say thank you for being here, taking the time to be a part of this process. And as always, I'm real, guys. This is not pre-recorded and it is not AI. So keep that in mind. Oh, and indeed, please like, comment, and subscribe. So this morning, guys, one of the things we want to do, as always, is make sure that we're focusing on growth, make sure we're focusing on development, focusing on moving forward. It's important to understand that just because things are changing doesn't mean your destination has to. If you're choosing a different way, if there are circumstances that require for you to make adjustments, because the things around you are changing, or even the things that you're doing or the way you're doing are changing, it doesn't mean your destination has to. We need to focus on our purpose, our goal, and understand our destination, and then we travel towards it. That is how we stay the course, even when there's change. So often, change derails us. It gets us to thinking more about the thing that's happening, that is the change, than about the destination or the goal. We need to focus. We need to focus clearly on our goal, our objective, and the manner in which we're getting there. When we focus on that, when obstacles pop up, we're able to overcome those, continue to move forward and achieve. That is going to be our focus. I want to thank you for being here, guys. As always, as you drop in on this early morning walk and talk, make sure you put in where you're checking in from, what time of day it is where you are. And we have, is that Mega? Hello, good morning. 74, it's early, it is early. It's 5:37 in the morning, but it's actually late for me. Thanks for being here. All right, who is that? Victorio. Thanks for commenting, Victorio. We have Stargate. Good morning. La hora na? I don't know what that means. Good morning. Is that Norstad? Miss Nicole 74 says, get it in. Always, my brother. We have to always get it in, people. Here's the thing, it's up. We're up. We need to be getting it in, because we have to remember that our output, our return on investment, is from our input. If we're putting crap in, don't be surprised when you get crap out, right? Even when you have to grow something, you put in the seed. You don't put in the crap. You put the seed in the crap, and then you're gonna grow something from it. So let's get up. Let's remember that we're putting in the work, we're growing. It is getting chilly up here in Maryland, guys. I don't know how much y'all are dealing with it where you are, but it's getting chilly. What do we have? B2. What you gonna do, bad boys? I hear you. Stargate, still can't fall asleep. You gotta work that energy out. Listen, you wanna get good sleep, start working out. There's a lot of people talk about sleep. I'm telling you, some of the best sleep I got was when I was working out heavily. I mean, just go out and like pour yourself into a good workout. Man, you're gonna talk about the body being like, yo, I'm done. Like, listen, I don't know what your plans were, but sit down. Like, it's like, listen, if you just chill for a second, I got you. You ain't gotta worry about sleep. That's one of the ways to get over it. That's one of the ways to truly get to sleep. What is that? Miriama. Miriama means good morning. Oh, okay. Tahiti, French Polynesia, good morning. Noel, just started running today? No, I'm not even running right now. Passport bros, okay. Hey brother, what's going on? Welcome in from New Zealand, thank you for being here. I'm from Maryland, we're in Maryland right now. That's Kendra. And is that Cannabiscuit? Cannabiscuit says truth. Thank you for being here, guys. Okay, listen to you, thank you. All right, guys, it's awesome. Papua New Guinea, welcome in. Man, the beard is my trademark. I do need to, it could probably use a touch-up. It could probably use a touch-up. That's how you know me when you see me. I cut the beard off, and somebody else. My Face ID don't work on my phone when I shave. Welcome in, NYC. Thank you for being here this morning. I'm on this walk this morning, guys. Again, thank you for being here. We're all about positivity, motivation. It's the morning. We're out, we're up. Let's make something of it. Let's continue to believe and trust in our abilities and what we're doing. Today is just about changing, because when you change things around you, you don't have to change your destination, right? It's like taking a trip on a vacation that has a connecting flight. You'll change planes, pilots, seats, but your destination has not changed. Even when it's unexpected change, even when there's an issue with the plane that requires for there to be change, your destination does not have to change. The reason that's important is because if your destination is the same, even if the way we arrive at it, if our goal and our purpose in our life is the same, even if there becomes a time when we have to make decisions about change and moving in a different direction or in a different way, we're able to do that without feeling overwhelmed or without feeling compromised or without feeling like we've been defeated, because we know the destination is the same. And when you have the faith, the belief, and the confidence that you are going to achieve your goal and reach your destination, these type of changes don't impact you. These type of changes don't throw you off. These type of changes do not make you miss your mark. Ajit says, thank you so much. Needed this. Thank you for being up. Keep pushing. Kimberly says, hi there. I'm new here. I'm a permaculturist and architect. Thank you for stopping in, Kimberly. It's a pleasure having you a part of this morning's walk and talk. Are you Christian, praying in tongues? If I might ask, are you not understand? Is my am I coming across that poorly, guys? Am I not speaking clear? They asked if I was praying in tongues. Big Jaw, bro. Just want to say, what's up? What's up, Big Jaw? Off for a walk this morning. Get it in. Get it in. So, good morning. Welcome in. So, guys, it's cool. It is cool, KB, good morning. It is cool to be understanding and prepared and connected with what you're doing, where you're going, and how you want to get there. It is awesome to have this realization and understanding of who you are as you travel along your path. Those things are phenomenal. Let's make sure during that process, we're also preparing ourselves for anything. And the reason I say you have to prepare yourself for anything, not everything, is because everything is always happening, but not everything is on your path. The things that are on your path are anything. We have to be able to prepare ourselves and accept that those things are on our path. All of the things that are happening around us are everything. Many of them are distractions. If we allow for distractions to grab our attention, then we've taken the focus off of our path, off of our journey, and it slows us down, and in some cases, it stops us completely. So it's important for us to understand that we need to be able to identify what things are a part of our journey, engage, take those things head on, and the things that are not, we need to not give our time or focus to. In doing so, we're able to identify change when it needs to happen. We're able to be the ones who initiate the change versus falling into the situation where we're reacting to some other change. And so I'll kind of explain what I mean by that. When we talk about taking a trip, right? We talk about, if we use the analogy I used before of the flight, and we're traveling, if we're aware that there is a direct flight that goes to our destination, we can book that direct flight. If something happens to the plane where it has to do a changeover, then it has to do the changeover. That's not something that we're in control of, but it's also something that does not have to destroy us. It doesn't have to control us. If we book a flight that's a connecting flight, the same thing could possibly happen. So we have to understand that those things are outside of our control. What is in our control, one, how we respond, and two, how prepared are we for it? Now, other times we could see, hey, I want to take a vacation. I'm going to this destination. Oh, I can see there's a forecast for it to not be a good time to travel to this destination. So I've made preparation to where I can make the change into whether or not I travel at this time or at some other time, right? This rain check thing. So having that in place means, hey, I don't have to, like, I can initiate this change so my destination doesn't change. But the manner or time or the time frame in which I travel may. This is being able to be intentionally involved with what's going on. And there's a difference between letting things happen and making things happen. Ethan, you need more oxygen. It's all out here, Ethan. I need to blow my nose. What's the point? The point, Ethan, is this. Just because there's a change in your work, your method, your where, there's a change in you can have a change in who you work for, where you work. You can even have a change in the type of work you do. It doesn't have to have a change in the destination or the purpose of your life. We oftentimes, even especially on our jobs, companies say, hey, we're going to take this new direction because this particular thing isn't working, or we want to add something to this particular thing. And for those of us who are on the front lines and it's our job to implement these changes, it can be frustrating, especially if we've gotten comfortable with the way things are going, right? And so when the company says, hey, we want to do this because we believe it's going to continue to help us grow, we're now sitting here and we're like, okay, well, You've made the thought of making the change, but you're not the one who has to put it in place. Your day hasn't changed. Your life hasn't changed. And for many of us, that frustration can lead to, like you had a plan. I wanted to be a leader in this company. They made this change. I said, I'm out. I got to go somewhere else. You know, maybe there's a change in the leadership in your store. The thing that's important for us to understand is when there's change that we make happen by taking intentional steps in our lives, and then there's change that happens. We cannot allow for things that change to change our destination. We have to stay focused on the goal, focused on the work. Let me see, Casper says, if you got it all together, why are you yelling at your phone to strangers on the internet? Okay, I can see, guys, we got some trolls in here this morning. I want to thank you guys for stopping in. I appreciate you for being here. Here's the thing, guys. You don't have to stop. Every time you do, though, it helps the algorithm. Every time you stop to hate or to say something silly, YouTube says, this person's getting good interaction. This person is getting content. This person is stopping the feed. So if you stop to hate, I don't mind. For most part, I don't read a lot of what you guys have to say, and I really don't mention you. So doesn't matter if you delete your comment or not. Once you've put it in there, you've already helped me in the algorithm. So hate as much as you want, guys. Have as much disdain and disrespect as you feel you need to. Just understand that my haters are my elevators. So I'm going to continue to share with the people who are here to receive the content. You haters, do your thing. All right. And so thank you guys for being here. Monique, I appreciate you being here. I can understand you appreciate hearing me talk too. There is a lot of things that happen in our life. Many of them are distractions, and distractions can lead to change. Distractions can lead to the type of frustration or irritation that gets us to break course, gets us to lose focus on what's important to us. This is why, as long as I continue to do this, as long as I continue to do the walk and talk, as long as I continue to do the development in my life and the growth and the work that I do with my family and the work that I do on my purpose, I know that things will change. For example, when I talk about intentional change, this is what I mean, guys. Intentional change is understanding that when I first came out and started doing walk and talks, they were for me. I came out, I wanted to make sure I was spending intentional time focusing on my development, my growth, and the direction that I wanted to go in my life. Preparing myself daily for the steps and the journey that I was on. And in that process, as I was starting to do it, I had just started a little YouTube page, wasn't really doing much, maybe a couple of remixes, just some things that I felt were motivational, and they were good to kind of inspire and to help. They helped me grow, so I figured, hey, let me just share them. Maybe this will help others. And so I was doing a little bit of that. And then the channel started to grow, started to get some returning interest. And so now I'm at a point where, just so you guys know, I started doing these walk and talks and bringing people in and having others join me on the walk and talk was solely for the purposes of being able to say, hey, I'm out here, guys. I just want to share this with you. I want to share this experience with you. It's a great place to meet, be positive, and help each other grow. Right? Now, once that started, a few people here and there, there are not a lot of people in here now, maybe 55, but for the few people who were there, it did give me the opportunity, and I'm walking through trees, guys. Jesus Christ, I might have chosen the wrong path. Y'all, don't let no deer get me. All right, so, okay, made it out. So, whew. So as I started to do the walk and talk, and I started to go through this process where people would join, they would comment, they would share, and we started to build a community, it started to dawn on me that there is a monetization process here on YouTube. I was like, okay, well, let's go ahead and talk about the monetization process. Set the channel up, started to look at some of the requirements. Here's the interesting thing, guys. When I started doing walk and talks, I was able to identify, and this is what I mean about distractions and change. This is what I mean about staying focused on the destination and the goal. First thing I noticed is that your haters will yell the loudest. The people who do not have anything for themselves to do, anything to drive themselves, anything to grow for themselves, will hate you the most. They're the people who will heckle, they will put you down, they will have disdain, they will have resentment, they will have anger, and it's because they do not have what you have, which is a purpose and a drive. And once I started to identify that, I started to notice that they would come in and they would yell from the mountaintops. And it had an impact on me. And I understood that I had a choice. I could either succumb to it or I could go through it, move through it. And in life, whenever you want to do something, there are going to be challenges. And through all of this, as I've continued along this journey, I just identified, based on the calculations, I can start the monetization process for this channel on Saturday. Meaning that that change from just being here versus being intentional about trying to grow and do something led me to actions. Those actions had requirements. And then once I started to meet those requirements, I was able to start to see the results and reap the benefits. Here's the thing, guys. I am constantly promoting positivity, growth, love, development, and for us to look at ourselves as being strong, as being capable, and knowing that when we put our mind and our intentions to doing something, that there is a great opportunity for us to be successful, for us to achieve, and for us to grow beyond our wildest dreams. That is a sincere belief that I have. Doing this process, now that I'm prepared to reach monetization, I know in the future there will be more changes. And there will be intentional changes. There will be changes to what I'm able to offer, how I'm able to share, the different things that I'm able to provide, the things that are able to come to the table because I have stayed focused and stayed on the journey. This is what I'm trying to share with everyone out there. When you get started and you're working intentionally towards achieving a goal, public or not, there will be energy out there that would like to see you fail. Don't succumb to it. Believe in yourself more than people disbelieve in you. Love yourself more than people choose to come around and hate you. Know that the people out there who are shouting at you, it's almost like going to a sporting event. I don't know how many of you guys like sports. The interesting thing about a sporting event is that you go when you have cheerleaders and you have people who boo, right? You have people who are cheering for the other side. Here's the thing, in your life, there's only one side, there's your life. And so when people come into your life, when people stop their life to boo, to bring you down, to beat down your life, to try to negatively impact your life, you have to understand it's because you're doing something right. Do you understand? Like when you're out here and you're playing in an arena and there is the opposite team on the other side and they start booing, they're booing because you're winning, you're achieving. So when you look at your haters, when you look at the people who show up, who come into your life and they try to bring doubt, they try to discourage, when you come upon situations that seem like it's designed to bring you down, understand they can't stop you. Because when you know your growth, when you know your power, when you know your capability, when you establish discipline, right? And you start walking in that discipline and you start using that to craft your life and your existence, it becomes amazing how clear your path becomes. Discipline has 4 pillars. It's repetition, patience, consistency, and perseverance. Perseverance is the final one because perseverance works on you. Perseverance is the thing that salts your soul. It's the thing that preserves you. It's the thing that helps you understand that when you're doing your best and you haven't gotten where you wanted to go yet, and you're not seeing the results you want to see yet, and it looks more like your haters are wrong, your haters are right and you're wrong, you continue to see that your goal has to be reached, that your purpose is ahead of you. And so even if you institute change, whether you change the way you approach, you change the tactics, you change the work, you do not change your destination. And so we put it in. I'm sharing this with you guys this morning because I know there are people out there who are hard at work on growing themselves. There are people out there who are hard at work on investing in their family, investing in their health, investing in their growth, their knowledge, their jobs, their faith, investing in all of these different areas in their life. And oftentimes it can seem like you're not going anywhere, or it can feel like you're not being rewarded in a way that you would like to be. I'm here to let you know that that doesn't change your destination. The challenges are evidence that you are moving. If there's nothing challenging you, if you do not have challenges in front of you, then you're not doing something, you're not moving. And don't get me wrong, challenges aren't the same as issues, right? We can all have issues because everything that happens is everything that happened. Issues are distraction. Challenges are simply things to overcome or achieve on your way to your goal, on your way to your destination. I know the ability to keep pushing and driving. I know how it works. I know how it feels. I know how I've been through it, the difficulty of it. And no, it's not easy. No, you're not going to wake up tomorrow with rose-colored glasses on and everything's going to be a cakewalk. But don't give up. Don't doubt you. Don't give up on the work that you've already done. Continue to drive, strive, focus, and build on what you've done and who you are becoming, knowing that those around you who love you and support you will be there and nobody else matters. Because eventually, as you continue to rise, you will rise above the hate of those who don't support you. You will move past them. Don't lose focus of yourself. Don't give up on you. Don't give up on your purpose. And don't give up on your dream. Continue to grow. Continue to manifest. Continue to believe and continue to put in the work. Guys, I appreciate you for being here. Everyone who came in this morning and shared, everyone who listened, everyone who believed in themselves enough to be here for this. If you haven't done so yet, please drop a thumbs up. Like, subscribe, and share. As I said, I'm now moving into the opportunity for this channel to be monetized, and there are a lot more things that I would love to be able to bring to the table. Guys, focus on your growth. Focus on your future. And stay strong and believe in your now. I challenge you today to go out, look for the change that can help you to accelerate your growth. I want you to look for the opportunities to initiate change versus waiting for change to happen to you. Be intentional in your walk and intentional in your talk, and be intentional with your actions. Guys, I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. As I say always, keep showing up, keep blowing up, keep growing up. Until next time, guys, God bless. Y'all have a great Thursday.